Domestic violence is a black eye on our society, and it has a ripple down effect on every member of the family of those that are abused. Hi, I'm Dr. James Bissland with Bissland Chiropractic. I'd like to tell you a little bit about what we're doing this holiday season as we do our annual toy drive for those less fortunate. This year, our focus is going to be on helping those who are residents of DaySpring Villa, which is a domestic violence service and residential facility. I'd like to introduce to you the Assistant Director of DaySpring Villa, Sue Cox. And Sue's going to join us, and we're going to talk about some of the things that happen with the abused and the domestic violence families, victims, and so forth. Sue, welcome to our program.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming.
Thanks for having me.
Now, Sue, you are the Assistant Director of DaySpring Villa. Tell us a little bit about what DaySpring Villa is.
Okay. DaySpring Villa is the only faith-based domestic violence shelter in the state of Oklahoma. We help domestic violence victims. We can house up to 54 women and children. Our mission is to help victims of domestic violence recover emotionally, physically, and spiritually. We are a goals-based facility, which means that when the victims come to DaySpring Villa, once they begin to heal physically, we help them become independent. Our goal for them is to be able to be self-sufficient once they leave that domestic violence situation. If they need a driver's license, if they need a birth certificate, if they need a job, if they need an education, we have 2 full-time case managers that work with our guests and help them set those goals. Sometimes we have ladies that come in and meet lots of goals all at once. Sometimes we have guests that come in and they've been wounded so deeply emotionally and physically, it's baby steps. But our goal is to help them move forward out of the domestic violence situation.
Well, tell us some of the statistics for abused women.
Okay, for the statistics for abused women in Oklahoma, Oklahoma currently ranks 15 in the nation for the number of women killed by men. Oklahoma had more than 100 domestic violence related fatalities last year. 1 in 4 women will be a victim of domestic violence. And in those homes where there is the domestic violence, up to 70% of domestic violence perpetrators will also abuse the children in the home. Nearly 75% of women in prison in Oklahoma have a history of domestic violence or sexual abuse.
And that brings up the point of our whole program for this holiday season, and that is the children, because the children are also victims of domestic violence. And one of the things that we have found is that you don't hear a whole lot about that in the discussions. So Sue, tell us a little bit about how domestic violence will affect the children.
Domestic violence definitely affects children. Children who have been exposed to violence in the home are more likely to have developmental delays. These children are also less likely to finish high school. Children from homes with domestic violence are more likely to become sexually active at an earlier age, be involved in drugs and alcohol, and be in abusive relationships themselves.
Now, I know during this time, in this holiday season, there are charities all over. Everywhere you go, they're wanting to do a food drive or a toy drive, or they want to do cash donations. And it gets a little bit overwhelming. When we were talking about what we were going to do this year, and picked up the DaySpring Villa as our charity that we were going to support, we thought we really wanted to emphasize another way of getting things done that would help not only the victims of domestic violence at DaySpring Villa and help them with their charity, but help the people who are also contributing to it. So here's what we're doing. Here at Bissland Chiropractic, we are having the toy drive. You can drop the toys off, new or unwrapped toys, here at our clinic at 7506 East 11th Street in Tulsa on Monday through Friday from 10 to 1 and 3 to 6. On Monday, December 5th, we are having our annual Christmas Toy Drive Patient Appreciation Day But we're expanding it a little bit more now this year to include anybody who wants to be a part of it. On that day, all services in our clinic are going to be at no charge. Now that for our existing patients would mean their treatment that was normally scheduled or any treatment that might be necessary. For anybody who is not currently a patient, those people who are suffering with a healthcare condition, we're offering the opportunity to find out whether or not we can help them. So we're offering the initial exams, consultation, diagnostic exams if necessary, x-rays if necessary, and the follow-up report of findings, all at no charge. Now this can be a value of up to $300, so we're giving back to the people who are helping us make this Christmas toy drive a success. Now, because of the federal law, I have to give you the small print and the disclaimer, and that is that due to federal law, Medicare patients and federal employees may not be eligible for this offer. And if you call our office at 838-4252, they can give you the information as to how that fits for you specifically. Now, you have children at DaySpring Villa now. What are their age groups that you have?
Okay. We have girls from age newborn. We can take girls up to age 17 when they come with their mom. And then we have boys. We can take boys from age newborn all the way up to age 12.
Okay. So would you tell us some of the toys that you're looking for this year?
Absolutely. Toys for the boys and girls include fire trucks, cars, Legos. And with the Legos, it can be the large Legos or the giant Legos. Color Wonder activity books, baby dolls, slinkies, yo-yos, action figures. And when we say action figures, we're talking like Star Wars, Toy Story, Transformer. The girls love Barbie dolls. Any type of hat or glove for the children. Board games. And the little children love Sesame Street and they love Elmo. And then for the older boys, a football or a basketball.
Wonderful. Okay. So here's what we're doing. Here's how the program works. From now through December 5th, you can drop off these new unwrapped toys. We have a little red bin out in the front in our reception area. Drop those off. Even if you don't want to take advantage of the offer we're making to you, we still would like to ask for your help in making this a truly special Christmas for the children at DaySpring Villa. On behalf of my staff, I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and thank you for your contributions to our special toy drive for this year.